My other classes are scheduled. So that is the case. Okay, no? So these are the questions which we are going to do. But first of all, let's complete your. Yeah, just 1 minute. I just spilled some water here. 1 minute.
नहीं
Okay, we are going to continue. Actually, I accidentally spilled some water on the table. Anyways. Okay. 1 minute. Few questions were left to be discussed. Let's get done with that, and then we are going to continue with this. Okay.
okay. Sir, did you stop sharing your screen?
Yeah, I stopped sharing my screen. I'm going to reshare it.
Okay.
Okay, question number 32. From here, we're going to continue. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So Sarah is a 12-year-old student who loves to eat fast food and sugary snacks. She often skips drinking water and does not eat many fruits or vegetables. Okay. So Shara has been feeling tired and has trouble going to the washroom and often feels thirsty. So how could drinking more water help Sarah feel better? And why is it important for Sarah to include roughage containing in her diet? Yeah. So that's the question. So it's a simple question. Like basically, how
Sir,
drinking more water will help.
drinking water can help us.
Mhm. Yes. It is going to improve the bowel movement, right?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, take into context what are the problems she's suffering from. Okay, because
She is
of not.
feeling tired,
Hmm,
and
yes,
she have trouble in going to the washroom.
right, and often feels thirsty. So these are
Thirsty.
the problems she is suffering from. She is suffering
Sir,
because of
for
not getting adequate
thirsty
amount of
also she
water.
can drink water. When
Exactly,
she feels tired and thirsty, she can drink water.
exactly.
Like for all of them.
Exactly. See, when the people take adequate amount of water, so water is important. Water is important for the proper bowel movement. For the proper bowel movement, water is important. Bowel movement basically refers to the passing of the solid waste from the body. Okay, now passing of the stool in the large intestine from the large intestine to the anus, to the rectum, and to the anus. Getting it? No? So for bowel movement, water is important. That's why she is having trouble going to the bathroom because she is not taking adequate amount of water. Plus, we know that water is important for digestion. It helps in the digestion and it prevents constipation.
Yeah.
So water, it prevents constipation as well. Okay.
Sir, like if this question asked in the exam, so they're supposed to write what is the like what will like
Like you have to explain how could drinking more water help Sarah feel better.
okay.
Okay, no? So basically, we will say that drinking more water will help us feel better as it maintains the proper body functions, like it maintains the body's temperature. It helps in digestion, right now. Plus, it lubricates the joints also, like the different joints present in our body now. You understand
Yeah.
how an oil acts as a lubricating material? If, for example,
Yeah.
if the vehicles starts producing a weird noise and it jams, okay, na? So we have to put some oil in it so that it functions smoothly. Getting
Yeah,
it now?
yeah.
So we know that there are different joints in our body. Okay, so if we are not getting adequate amount of water now, those joints will also not work properly. So when we take adequate amount of water, it will be lubricating the joints. There will be free movement between the joints in the knee, in the ankle. Getting it now? So that is one thing. Plus it it is providing it is transporting the different nutrients to the cells now. We know
Yeah.
how the nutrients are transported to each and every cell in our body. It is transported via the blood, and blood is also made up of water. It contains a good amount of water in it now. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
So drinking more water help Sarah feel better, as it will maintain her body's temperature. It will help her in digestion by reducing the constipation, by preventing the constipation and improving the bowel movement. Getting it now? Plus it is also important for it also prevents dehydration now. Getting it now? So
Yes, sir.
because of dehydration, she is feeling thirsty. Okay. And if a person is suffering from dehydration, the person can suffer from headache and constipation. Headache and constipation will be very common if a person is suffering from dehydration. Okay, na? Understood the first question? Okay, so Halima, just tell me, what are you going to write in 30 question number A of 32? You're on mute. You are on mute actually.
Sir, on 13th question A, we are supposed to write that uh, it if we drink more water, we will be better for like for proper functioning of joints, helps in
Okay.
bowel movement,
Okay.
and also
Prevents
it
constipation,
prevents, yeah, and also it prevents from constipation and um prevent
lubricates.
feeling thirsty also.
Okay, lubricates the joints.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus it transports nutrients to the cell,
Yes.
transports nutrients to cells. Okay, now. So these are the functions, and that will make her feel better. Now, why is roughage important? Hmm? Like, why we should include roughage in our diet?
Sir, because it helps in digestion of food.
Of course, it helps in the digestion of the food, but what exactly?
Sir, are we supposed to write what is roughage?
No, no. Question is, why is it important for Sarah to include roughage containing it in her diet? Like she's not eating good amount of fruit and vegetable. Okay, na?
Yeah.
So fruit and vegetable, these are plant-based food now. These are not animal-based food. These are plant-based food, and plant-based food contains roughage in them. Roughage also called as fiber. Roughage is basically fiber now.
Yeah,
So
dietary
roughage,
fiber.
exactly, dietary fibers, exactly. It is an important part of our diet because it helps with digestion, it prevents constipation, and it also promotes the gut health. So what are the points you're going to write? You're going to write that it aids in
It
digestion.
aids in diet. Sir, what is the meaning of it?
Aids mean help. Aids mean
Oh,
helps in digestion. Okay, so you, instead of aids, you can write helps in digestion. Okay.
helps in digestion,
Further, you will be writing it prevents constipation.
prevents constipation.
Uh, You can write down these points and you can add these points in your answer. Okay.
Okay.
Further, it promotes the gut health. It promotes the gut health. Getting it now?
Yeah.
Gut is basically referred to as the it is when we talk about gut now, like gut is referred to the stomach, to the and to the intestine. जब हम बात करते हैं gut की, so we are actually talking about the stomach and the
Stomach
intestine.
and yeah. Okay.
Getting it now? Okay. Furthermore, there are some bacteria that are present in our gut. हमारे stomach and intestines में कुछ bacteria present होते हैं. Okay ना? and those bacteria will be actually feeding on this roughage. Getting it what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Those bacteria will be feeding on this roughage. So the roughage is acting as a food for those gut bacteria that are present in our stomach and intestines, and the gut bacteria are helpful for our body. Getting it now? Like the gut bacteria will be would be helping in controlling the blood sugar. Some of them, okay, na?
Yeah.
Like some of them would be producing the such kind of nutrients that our body can't get otherwise. Uh, so they are good for digestion. So those gut bacteria will be feeding upon this roughage actually.
Yes.
That is one thing. Plus roughage is
So like
also.
sometimes when
Mhm,
some people have sugar, like for example, so
mhm.
doctor will be considering them to eat some roughage, dietary fiber
Yeah,
foods.
exactly. Okay, na? Some studies shows that the gut bacteria can control the blood sugar. Okay, na? It can
Yeah.
control the blood sugar. Okay, although it's not that much significant, but yes. Okay, that's the case. So hope you have understood this. Plus, it
Yes.
also adds bulkiness to the food. I mean to say that the roughage would be adding bulkiness to the food. So thereby it will be regulating the bowel movement and also prevents constipation. So it regulates the bowel movement, it regulates the movement of the stool in the large intestine. Okay. So these are the things in this. Hope it should be clear.
Yes.
Okay, then question number 33. The question here says that you are standing in front of a mirror holding a pen in your right hand. When you look into the mirror, you see your reflection holding the pen in its left hand. So in the mirror, you see the pen is in the left hand of the image. Comment on your opinion. So what do you think what is happening here?
So lateral inversion.
Exactly. So because of lateral inversion, there is a exchange of left and right basically here.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we will see that the right will be appearing as left or left will be appearing as right.
Right.
That is the case. Okay. Say for example, you have
Sir,
a letter.
one word answer for this.
No, you'll be explaining this. Okay. Then?
Uh,
For example, if you were to write hello like this in the mirror, you will be seeing it like this. O double L
OLLE.
EH. Like this, you will be seeing this in the mirror. Getting it now? So that is the
Yeah.
case. So lateral inversion, you will explain this as follows: that lateral inversion is a phenomena that causes a left-right reversal in a mirror. Okay, na? And in this, the left part of the object will appear as right in the mirror. Getting it?
Yes.
Okay, so it is due to the fact that in the plane mirror, the image that is formed, the left part will be viewed as the right will be viewed as the left. That is the case. A photograph of a person
Sir,
does not.
like sir, in last or fifth grade, there was a question named as Sam was holding a paper which was written mom in it, and then when he showed in the mirror, it was like wow. So what is the inversion like?
Okay, it's upside inversion. Okay, no,
Yeah.
it's upside inversion. Like if I am holding a letter like this mom, like this, if I were to bring it in front of the mirror, in the mirror again it will be same like this now.
Yeah.
Getting it now? But let us say if the image is formed like this is mom, but in the mirror, if it is like this, wow. So it's upside inverted. Getting it what I'm
Oh.
trying to say? Hmm. Try to understand in the following manner. Say, for example, that this is a plane mirror, for example. This is a plane mirror. I'm holding a sheet of paper, let's say, on which
Yeah.
mom is written. So if I were to place it like this now, like over here, so you will see that on this wow will be written. It will appear as if wow is written here. The image that will be formed there, it will be wow. Let me just,
Upside inversion.
yeah. Say for example, this is a mirror.
Hmm.
This is a mirror that we have here. And
Yeah.
let's say you have taken a sheet of paper that you are holding over here. On that sheet of paper, mom is
It is
written like
written
this.
mom is it.
But in the mirror, it will be like this now.
Yeah.
So it's upside inversion. The top
Okay.
becomes the bottom, bottom becomes the top, like this. Hope that clears your doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Further, read the question. What is saying that
A photograph of a person does not form an image like a mirror. Why?
a photograph of a person does not form an image like a mirror. Why?
Photograph of a person.
Okay.
Sir,
See,
because that
basically,
is a camera already in it. So
actually, the thing here is, no, like when we look at our image in the mirror, we get to see that a three-dimensional image is formed now.
yeah.
A three-dimensional image is formed, but when you
3D
look
image.
exactly a 3D image is formed. But when we look at the image of a photograph in a mirror, we get a 2D image.
Yeah.
Getting it now?
Sir, because it's because of the in the photograph there is already a lens in it, and we are gonna print that photograph.
Hmm. Getting it now? So mirrors
Yeah.
actually gives us a 3D figure of what we see. Okay, na? But when you take a photo, it's a one still image now. It's a still image, and you get a 2D
Yeah.
image of it. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, then you have
One more case.
hmm, Sarah and her friend visits a national park with a
Sarah and
variety of
her
ecosystem.
friend visited a national park with a variety of ecosystem, including desert, wetlands, grasslands, and forests. They
Hmm.
observed different types of plants in each habitat. In the desert, they saw cacti with thick stems and
And
tiny spines. Near a pond, they found water lily in the broad floating leaves. Uh,
in the
in the
grassland,
grassland, they noticed grasses with narrow leaves, while in the forest, tall trees with thick bark dominated the landscape. Sarah wondered how each plant was suited to its habit.
hmm. So these are the following observation that is made by Sarah and her friends when they visited a national park, where they saw
Yeah.
that different kind of ecosystem is found there. Okay, like you have deserts, wetland, grassland, forest, etc. Okay. Further, they noticed the grasses with narrow leaves. They observed the forest. They observed the tall trees which had a thick bark. Okay, now. So the question number A is saying that in the forest, tall trees have thick bark. What role do you think thick bark plays in protecting the trees? You understand what is bark of a trees now?
Yeah.
And bark of a tree is basically formed due to the cell walls of the tree. Getting it?
Yeah.
Bark is basically produced whenever a multiple layer of the cell wall will be accumulated, a bark is formed. But the question here is saying that what is the role played by the thick bark in protecting the trees? So the extra thick bark would be protecting the tree from from so many things. You know that even in the forest fire, we see that some of the trees would be able to withstand the fire. It would be able to survive even the fire. Getting it?
Yeah.
Further, the bark is helpful in preventing the plant from so many diseases as well. It would be acting as a defense against some of the herbivore organisms. If the
Yes.
bark of the tree is very thick, so thereby some of the herbivores won't be able to bite through the bark and break it. Getting it, Halima?
Yes, sir.
See that this is a tree and the bark is very thick. So the herbivores animals won't be able to chew it, right? So it provides it a defense mechanism. It
Yes.
provides the plant a defense mechanism where it would be providing protection against the herbivorous animals. That
Sir,
is yes.
sometimes on some trees there are like very thick bark. In there is a water stored in it.
Exactly. There are some trees like that also, in which water will be stored in the bark. Okay, now I will be giving an example of a tree. I'll be showing the image of that tree as
Sir,
well.
I forgot the tree's name, but
Are you
ma'am
talking
showed
about
it in.
Okay, baobabs also have also
Yeah,
thick bark.
baobab.
Baobabs
Baobab.
you're talking about, no? Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Herbivores we're talking about, like it provides a defense mechanism, thereby protecting it against herbivores animals. Plus, it protects it against the forest fire also. Getting it?
Yes.
Okay. One of the important thing is that it will be providing insulation in the cold climate. Just like you'd be wearing the blankets in the cold now to
Yeah.
protect yourself from the cold. So similarly, this thick bark will be acting as an insulation, thereby protecting them from cold. Okay, now. So these are
Yes.
some of the advantages. Plus, some other functions would be like the bark would be helping in transporting the uh, transporting so many products from one part to another, like the glucose photosynthetic products will
Yeah.
be transported from one part to another. So bark provides many has many functions. Okay, so hope that is clear. Okay, now.
Yes, sir.
So it kind of ensures the survival of the tree even if the condition is not suitable. Okay, that is only plus. There are some other advantages like like s- like for example, chemicals will not be affecting the tree, right?
Yeah.
Getting it? Like insects will not be able to infect the tree easily if there's a thick bark. Otherwise, we'll see that in some of the trees, stem will be infected with the insects. Okay, but if the bark is there's a thick outer protection, so the insects or termites will not be easily damaging the tree. Okay, plus it will be providing it resistance against the loss of water also. Getting it now? Loss of water from the stem will also be minimized. So these are some of the
Yes.
advantages. Okay, then we have this one more question that if a water lily
If
were
a
moved to
water lily were moved to a desert, what challenges might it face in the new environment?
okay.
Sir, we know that water lily floats in the water, and they have like the stomata is already present upside of the leaf, and when
Hmm.
we put it in the hot desert, it might not grow because they need water and there is no water present in the desert, and also the stomata is upwards. The
Hmm.
heat will so much of heat will come to the like go to the leaf, and then it will rot in the leaf.
Okay, good. Okay, so you have made really good points here. The thing is that in the desert there is no chance for the water lily to survive because first thing is that the roots of the water lily are anchored to the base of the water body now. Like if this
Yeah.
is the lake, say that this is the lake and this is the base of the lake. Okay, now
Yeah.
this is the bottom of the lake, and say that this is the water lily like this. Say that this is water lily over here. So the roots of the water lily are anchored to the soil, no? Are anchored to the bottom of the body.
Yeah.
Okay. So thereby, do we have any such thing in the hot desert condition? No.
No.
That is one thing. Furthermore, we see that the water lily, it requires water, and water is not
Yeah.
available there. That is one thing. Getting it now. So these are because of these reasons, the water lily can't survive in a desert. Okay. So if you were to plant a water lily in the desert, it's since it's not a suitable environment for the plant to survive. So thereby, there is no chance
It will
for
die.
it will basically die. Okay, no?
Yeah.
So that is the case. Plus, it's sand basically in the desert. So how is it going to grow there? Okay. So here we have finished this. If you have any questions left from this, do tell me know, do let me know, or we'll be doing some questions from the chapters.
Yes.
Okay, no?
Sir,
Okay.
my teacher told that to do this the revision paper at home, like sit in the house for three
Mhm.
hours
Okay,
and
you
do
had to
it
do it yourself.
without distraction. Yeah, do it yourself, and then she told that it will help you in the exam.
Yeah, of course, the questions were of good nature and it will be helping you. Okay, na? This is the baobab tree I was telling you about. Okay, na?
Yeah.
Getting it? This is the same tree that teacher told you about now.
Yes, sir.
There are few special characteristics of the baobab tree. Like we see that this baobab tree, first of all, it is unusually very tall. Right now, it can reach the height of up to 12 feet, up to 12 meter. I mean to say, okay, now
Hmm.
plus it has a swollen trunk. It has a swollen stem. Like this stem is swollen, but this actually stores water in it. This actually stores water in it. Getting it now?
Yeah.
Furthermore, it has a very long lifespan. Okay, it has a long lifespan. Further,
Sir,
mhm,
it doesn't need water to live.
no, it does need water to live. Now, there is no a plant that will survive without the water. Getting it now?
Yeah.
Hmm. So first thing is that it has a swollen trunk. Okay, plus it stores water in that swollen trunk. Okay, it can be very tall, can be tall up to like 12 to 30 meter tall, right? Furthermore, we see that the leaves are also modified here. Also,
Yeah,
this
into the tac- uh,
Hmm,
needle like,
yes, exactly, and
so that the water loss won't happen.
exactly, and when you look at the trunk of the tree, now it is like a bottle-shaped trunk. It has a shape equal to like that of a bottle. Okay, no, and in this water is stored. Okay, no, that is the case. And many times this is also called as a upside down tree. This baobab tree is also called as upside down tree because when you
Sir,
look
how
at
is it upside down?
it is not actually upside down, but it is known as upside down tree. Why? Because when you look at the branch of the tree, it looks like it is the root of the tree. That's the way
Oh
how
yeah,
the roots are spread now. So that is the thing.
yeah.
Okay, so they are known as upside down tree also. Upside down tree. Okay, anyways, so that's the case of this tree. Let's do some questions from the chapter. Okay, so I have taken questions from components of food, habitat, light,
Like,
and then these are some of the objective questions which we have. Okay,
yeah.
let's start doing this. Okay, yes, what are the three main components of the food?
Three main components of food: vitamin, mineral, and carbohydrate.
Hmm.
Name one vitamin and its importance in our diet. One vitamin. So vitamin D.
Repeat again.
Vitamin D.
Okay, what is the role of vitamin D?
mm, Vitamin D.
Yes.
Vitamin D.
Yeah, what is the role of the vitamin D in our body? The first thing is that vitamin D is important for the health of the bones. Okay, no? How exactly? The thing is that the vitamin D is the nutrient that is required by your body for maintaining healthy bones, right? Plus vitamin D, it helps in absorption of calcium. What it does, if you are
Absorption of calcium.
right, so if you are taking in adequate
Sir,
amount of vitamin D, it
it
helps in absorption of
regulates
calcium.
the amount of calcium.
Hmm. So it helps in absorption, helps in absorbing of calcium. Okay, and vitamin D and calcium, both of them are helpful for the bones and teeth. Getting it now?
Yeah.
Okay, where can you get it from? Where can you get this vitamin D from?
Examples you're saying?
Yeah,
Examples of vitamin D.
yes, we have the
Uh,
classic example of sunshine, no,
sir, yeah,
sunlight. So if someone is exposed for about 15 to 30 minutes to sunlight daily, so we'd be getting enough amount of vitamin D. Okay,
yeah,
plus eating the yolk of the egg, huh?
yeah.
Plus
Fish
eat
is fish
fishes.
live. Fish is oil
Exactly,
also.
exactly. Fatty fish, huh? Or meat.
Yeah.
So all this contains vitamin D in
Milk
them.
also.
Exactly. But the important thing,
Mushroom.
white mushrooms also very good. An important thing is that vitamin D would be helping in absorption of calcium. So keep that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next.
Name one vitamin and sorry, no. Explain the role of carbohydrate in our body. Role of carbohydrate. Sir, can you give 1 minute?
Yeah, sure. Think about it.
Mm, sir,
Yes.
it um um
Yes. What is the main role of carbohydrate in your body?
sir, energy.
Exactly. No. It's the primary source of energy for our body. Getting it now?
Yeah,
So primary role
it
of
provides
carbohydrate.
energy.
Exactly. So its primary function is to provide energy. Okay, now. And
Sir,
this
it regulates the blood.
what it does,
Regulates the blood.
regulates the blood in what sense?
Help
Basic.
in regulation of blood.
Okay.
And
Mhm. Basically, what happens when we eat food that contains carbohydrates in it? Carbohydrates is the main source of energy for our body, and it is required by the different cells, different organs, and the different tissues in our body to function properly. Okay, that is the case. So when we know that when we take in carbohydrate, when we eat carbohydrate, our body is going to break it down into glucose, and that glucose is now being absorbed by different cells in the body to obtain energy. So that is the case. Okay, now, and the main organ that would be. I think you're not there in the class. Yes, Salima.
sir,
Yeah, I think you have some network
uh,
issue.
yeah, sir.
No worries. So it's a primary source of energy for the body. So our cells, our tissues, our organs, all of them would be relying on the carbohydrate as the primary source of energy. Okay, that's the case. Okay. Next, we have question from sorting materials into groups. This chapter. So, what is the difference between soluble and insoluble materials? Give one
The
example.
soluble materials are which is dissolved in water, and insoluble materials are those which does not dissolve. Soluble example are like salt, sugar,
Well done. Okay. And
and insoluble materials are like sand, chalk
sand,
powder.
chalk powder. Give some more example of soluble and insoluble material. Give some more
Soluble
examples.
materials. Sir, insoluble materials are like oil.
Okay.
Soluble um
We have baking soda. It dissolves in water,
yeah.
right?
Vinegar,
Co- Vinegar also. Coffee. Coffee also dissolves in
coffee
water, no?
powder.
Coffee powder, right? And we have like so many other substances are there, but this much is sufficient. Like you have salt, sugar, coffee, baking soda, vinegar,
Chalk,
even
no,
even
no, not
even alcohol also. Alcohol also dissolves in water. Okay. Okay. For insoluble, you gave sand, chalk, and oil, and you have,
oil.
yeah,
Wood
plus
also, sir. Wood,
wood also,
plastic.
wood, plastics, and rock particles, glass particles, etc. Okay, na? So that is the case. Okay, na? Okay, next question.
Sir, sodium bicarbonate.
Sodium bicarbonate is basically baking soda. The chemical name of baking soda is the household name now. It's the common
Hmm.
name that we use. The sodium bicarbonate is the chemical name.
Sir, it dissolves in water, right?
Yeah, of course it dissolves in water. So it is again a soluble substance. Okay, guys. Okay, na Halima.
Yes.
Okay, next question is you have to list some
Three
of the
properties
properties.
that can be used to sort materials.
Mhm. So
Properties like hand picking.
no, no, not the method. You have to list the properties that can be used to sort materials. Like you
Properties.
are provided with so many things and how you are going to sort them into different groups.
Um,
Yes.
sort materials. Sir, can you give one example?
Okay, sure. Let's say, for example, if I were to provide you with a metal object, a glass, a plastic, a cloth, a wood, a rubber, how are you going to separate all these things?
Sir, hand picking, magnetic.
No, no, I'm saying here property, not the method. You're explaining the method. We look at the
Oh,
lush.
oh,
your- We look at the lustre
God.
of the object now. In the first group, we are going to put all the shiny objects. Let us take an example. I provide you with some. Let us say I provide you with some gold. Okay,
Gold.
gold, and I provide you with some wood. Okay, so gold, wood is
Gold,
there. Okay, let us take that I provide you with some rubber,
rubber,
and then you have something like glass, glass. Okay, so one thing is obvious that all of them are different, are having different properties. Like some
yeah,
of them are lustrous, some of them is transparent, some of them is opaque, right?
yeah. Some of them are no, not trans. Yeah,
Translucent is
translucent.
no, we have no example of translucent here, by the way. Okay, no, like this
Yeah,
glass, let's say this is a transparent glass. Okay, so we can look at the luster of the object. One of the property we are going to look at is the luster, right?
yeah,
We can look if it allows how much of light it allows to pass through it. Okay, no?
yeah.
So we are going to look at its transparency.
Hmm.
Transparency. Then we can look at the hardness also, right? Now,
Yeah,
the hardness, like some of them are harder. Like, for example, rubber is soft, so we can put it
yeah.
into another group. So we look at the
And
hard.
wood is hard,
Yeah, wood is hard. Okay, no. So that is one thing. Plus, out of all this, we
shiny.
shiny as well. Exactly. Okay, no. Like the luster or shiny, basically they are referred to the same property. Okay, no.
Yes,
Let us say that we are taking some copper wire in this also. Let us say this is a copper wire. So now we can look
yeah.
at the conductivity of electricity as well, right? Now, electrical conductivity.
Sir, gold also conductivity of electricity. Not gold.
The
No, gold
gold,
is,
gold conducts. Gold can conduct electricity.
but
Okay,
a
now
bit
gold.
like some.
No, no. In fact, it's a good conductor of electricity.
Oh,
Gold is one of the very best conductor of electricity. Okay, now it is said to be the best conductor of electricity. So when we talk about conductor of electricity, so on this basis also we can sort them into different groups. Like gold will be gold, and this
gold
copper
and copper wire.
copper will be put into another group. Other things will be put into another group.
Yeah.
Understood this now? Okay, so that is the case. Next question: why is it important to
Let's.
recycle? Mhm.
Oh,
Answer this.
why is it important to recycle materials?
Hmm.
Sir, it is important to recycle materials because it
Like recycling the materials has several benefits.
yeah, it won't harm the earth,
Harm the
not harm the
okay. See, basically, we can conserve the natural resources. Okay, no? We can conserve the natural resources. For
yeah,
example, we know that it takes lots of energy and lots of time and money and resources to extract minerals from earth, to extract wood from the forest, right now. For example,
Yeah.
coal mining of the coal takes a great amount of time and energy and money, right?
Yes.
Manufacture of iron objects takes a great deal of time, money, energy, etc. Whatever kind of minerals we extract from the earth, it takes a good amount of time. Okay, plus manufacture of paper requires lots of timber. Getting it now? Lots of wood is required. So if you're going to recycle the paper, so thereby you would be reducing the you'd be reducing deforestation now. You'd be minimizing the
Yes.
deforestation. That is one thing. Furthermore, when we would be recycling plastic, okay, now we'll be recycling the plastic. So there again, we'll be contributing towards a better earth. We'd be kind of like, instead of burning the plastic or throwing it, if we were to sell it, if we were to recycle it, so thereby it will go through the industry, go through the factory, there it will be processed, and a new plastic and a new item will be made out of that plastic. Okay, now, because we know that in the factory now, if something is being made fresh, so thereby in the factories, in the process of production, lots of gases are released, right? And those gases are causing pollution, those gases are causing global warming. So by we can reduce the global warming as well, we can reduce the pollution as well. Getting it now? So that is the case.
Sir,
Furthermore,
in the same question, they're asking what is the benefit of recycling?
basically it is saying that why is it important to recycle the materials. So when we have to add the benefit of recycling in this also. Okay, now how we recycling the metals are important. So for example, when we recycle the paper, when we recycle the paper,
Yeah.
so we will be minimizing deforestation now.
Yeah.
You understand what is deforestation now? The act of
Yes, sir.
cutting trees on a larger scale. So we'll be minimizing the deforestation. Plus, when we
Yeah.
recycle plastic and metals, etc.,
Metal.
so thereby we'll be helping in controlling the pollution. Getting it?
Yeah.
Okay, because when the plastics or metals, when they are being manufactured in the factories, lots of harmful gases are released. So we
Sir, can
minimize.
I say the answer for the last one? Like, why is it important?
Yeah, sure, sure. Go on.
Sir, by recycling, like, it is important to recycle materials so that we can create a happier planet for ourselves and future generations also.
Very
And
good.
it conserves natural resources. Like, recycling reduce the need of extract resources
Hmm.
such as water and mineral and for new products.
Very good. Very good. Well done. Well explained. Right now, so we'd be creating a
And
healthier
sir,
planet.
recycling also prevents pollution and it also conserves natural resources
Well done.
like natural resources and also energy.
Well done, Halima. Right now, that is one thing. Okay, now, so there are lots of benefits for it. Like we are not only creating a healthier planet for ourselves, but we ensure that for the upcoming future generations also, we leave behind a healthier planet for them. Okay, now, that is one thing.
Yes.
Okay, so hope this should be clear. Define the term habitat. Yes, define habitat. Yes, Halima. What is habitat? I
It's
suppose
a
you did.
natural home or environment of a plant, animal, or other living organism.
Yeah. So from where it will be getting all the necessary requirements, whether it be the
Yeah.
shelter, whether it be food, whether it be water, whether it be protection from the predators, etc. Right now,
Sir, it is a place where an organism makes its food.
exactly. In simple terms, the place where it's a place where an organism makes its home. Okay, no?
Yeah.
That is one thing. Okay. Also, there will be different components present in a habitat. There will be some living component, there will be non-living component that will be present here. Okay, now like basically we talking about abiotic and biotic components of a habitat. Okay, now that
Yeah.
is one thing. Okay, can you tell me the different types of habitats?
Different types of habitat.
Hmm.
Sir, terrestrial habitat, aquatic habitat,
Terrestrial
water
habitat and
habitat.
aquatic habitat. Aquatic
Yeah.
habitat is same as the water habitat. Okay, now
Yes.
further the terrestrial habitats can be classified as grassland, as mountain.
Land habitat. Yeah.
Yeah, the terrestrial habitat basically referring will be referring to the habitat on land. Okay, no. So there we
Hmm.
have the example grasslands are there. Remember we learned about the
Yeah.
grassland like the savanna grasslands. Uh,
Yes, sir.
we did learn about the deserts.
Chandra.
Exactly. Okay, then we have the mountainous regions.
Mountain. Yeah.
Okay, then we have the like forest. In the forest, we did learn about different types of forests, like the rainforest. We did learn about this right now, where there will be
Yeah.
lots of rainfall. So these are some of the things. But the one more was the polar regions, polar
Hmm.
habitat. Okay, further we have the aquatic habitat. There we had learned about the marine habitat, freshwater habitat. Okay, no?
Yeah.
So we did learn about those things. Further,
Yeah.
read the next question. Name two types of habitats and give an example of an animal that lives in each.
Sir, polar habitat and grassland.
Okay, name the organisms also.
Like living things,
Mhm.
animals.
Yeah,
Sir, animals that live in polar habitat are like penguins, polar bears, seals, etc.
exactly. Very good.
And what did I told? I could wait.
By the way, to tell me the
Grassland, grass.
grasslands. 1 minute. Let me stop you there. The polar regions. Where is it present on the Earth? If this is the Earth, where the polar regions are supposed to be present on
On
the
the North Pole and the South. No, not.
northern. Yeah, this is the North and this is
Yes,
the
sir.
South Pole. No,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm getting it. Okay. And polar regions, they are basically characterized by a very cold and dry condition. Okay, now where the temperature
Yeah.
would be unusually very low. Okay.
Yes.
Example, if you happen to visit like Antarctica, even in the summer season, the temperature would be in like -25, -26, -28 degrees
Sir,
Celsius.
last month in India, I searched about polar habitat. Like in India, I searched that there is -35 degree at like North and South Pole in Antarctica.
Yeah, getting it now. And
Yeah.
if you were to go to, let's say, someone goes to Antarctica in winter now, so the
Hmm.
temperature will reach as low as like -58 to -60 degrees Celsius.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's uninhabitable for people without a safe
Yeah.
cab, without a safe equipments, like without special equipments, we won't be able to survive there even for a few minutes without proper
Sir,
clothing and proper.
if we have to go to the to the Antarctica in winters, we have to wear 2 to 3 jackets on top of each jacket.
Exactly. Okay, no, that is
It's
the case.
that cold.
Okay, talking about the grassland, yeah. Name the organisms
Uh,
that are found in the grasslands also.
so should I say the okay?
Organism, like you have explained
Okay,
this.
animals.
Yeah, the animals found in the
Organism
grassland.
that lives in grassland are cheetah,
Yes.
lion, tiger, all the
Hi-
ostrich also.
You're talking about hyenas also. Yeah, hyenas are also found.
Yeah,
Lions are found. Elephants are also found. Okay, now so there is a long list of animals that will be found in the grassland. Okay, how the
yeah.
plant adaptation is removed for you, no? Like adaptation is not there. As you
Adapt.
told me, like adaptation part has been removed. I think only habitat is there, no? As you told me.
Sir, animal plants are only there, not animals.
Okay, okay. What are the four basic needs of animals in their habitat?
Basic needs:
Hmm.
shelter, water.
Food,
Yeah,
and protection.
Yeah.
Right now, those are the basic requirements. Okay. Yes, this one. What is the speed of light?
Speed of light. Uh,
Yes,
sir, I
Salima,
didn't remember.
we did learn about this one. Like it's about 3 lakh meter per second. 3 lakh
Yeah.
kilometer per second, I mean to say. Okay, now. So the speed of the light is about 3 lakh kilometer per second. Okay. How much is it?
Yeah. 3
3.
lakh. Sir, should I note it down?
Yeah, if you haven't, just note it down. Okay. So that's the average speed of the light. So just imagine that in just a blink of an eye, light travels a distance of 3 lakh kilometer. Okay.
Done.
Well, explain what happens to light when it hits a mirror.
Um. What happens
Yes.
to the light when it hits the mirror?
Hmm.
Mm,
We have learned about it now. We did learn about reflection.
yeah.
So there, what happens? Reflection with a light mirror, where incoming light rays, when it will be falling on the plane mirror or any mirror, it bounces back into the same medium from where it was coming. So that is
Yeah.
basically the case of reflection. Okay.
It actually reflects, like the light is reflected at an angle equal to that angle of incident light. Which,
Angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal. Okay, that's a good point. So when light would be hitting a mirror, it bounces back into the same medium, and basically that process is called as reflection of light.
yeah.
What is the difference between transparent, translucent, and opaque objects? And give an example of
Tran-
each.
okay. Transparent, translucent, and opaque. Sir, in no, sorry, transparent, light can light can pass through it, and in translucent, only few light rays can pass through it, and in opaque, it doesn't pass through it.
So from
Examples
the
of
opaque, it will not be passing. Good.
yeah, examples of transparent is a window,
Like window glass. Okay.
yeah, glass,
A
and
clean
in
water.
translucent, yeah, clear water.
Hmm.
Translucent, baking paper, sunglasses,
Yes.
and in opaque, like wood,
Good.
metal, backpack, book,
Okay. Okay. What do you think? Like some of the things, like for example, the different kind of gemstones, like diamond, aren't they also translucent objects? Like,
diamond.
yeah, honey. Honey is also a translucent object. Tissue paper, that is a transparent object, right now.
Yeah, that is
Okay. In
yeah,
the case of glass, remember we did learn about the frosted glass.
yeah.
Yeah, I showed
Sir,
the image of it.
you told that frosted glass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the day before yesterday, I went to a shopping mall and then I found a frosted glass with like a,
Okay, okay, yeah. In the it is available there in the market, like you can get it.
yeah,
Okay, so we have tissue paper, frosted glass, etc. Okay, sunglasses, as you told me, and opaque object. There's a long list of example for that. Okay,
yes.
now we have some multiple choice questions. Okay, few minutes or 1 minute is left. Let's see how many we can do. Oh,
Which of the following is a source of carbohydrate? Sir, bread.
that is bread. Well done. Next,
Which vitamin is known as the sunshine vitamin? Vitamin D.
good.
What is the main function of protein in our body? Protein, so building the repair tissues.
Building and repairing the tissues. Good. Next,
Which of the following is a function of fats? Provide energy. Store vitamins. Wait,
store vitamins.
both A and B, both A and C.
So you're saying that fats store vitamins.
Wait, provides energy.
Some of the fats, like there are some vitamins that are stored in the fat. Okay, no. Although we didn't learn that in the class, in the higher class it is taught, but there are some of the vitamins that will be stored in the body's fat. Okay, no? Like there are some vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin E, or I think vitamin K is also there. So they are stored in the
Sir, my
fatty
mom told
tissues.
that sometimes it stores vitamins.
Yes, sometimes it stores like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K, for example. They will be stored in
Yeah,
some of the fatty tissues. Like if the liver becomes fatty liver, if the fat
yes, sir.
accumulates in the liver, so they these kind of some of the vitamins will be present, and we know that they provide energy also. So thereby it's both A and C. Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
that's it for today. We'll be continuing from the next class. All right now.
yes,
We have a few more questions, by the way, Halima, left from this. Okay, now
yeah.
three more slides are there. We shall be doing in the next class. Okay.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Yes, Walaikum Salam.
Sir, you told that you have one like a revision class, right?
Revision class. I didn't get it. Like in what terms?
Uh,
The revision class, revision test which you have given. For
oh
that,
yeah,
there will be a discussion class. Okay, now we'll be discussing that. Is that what you were asking?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
sir. Bye, sir.
Yes, bye.